my channel, and as you can tell by the title, today is going to be a story time about my friend freaking my ex-boyfriend. Yes, it's crazy, I know. But before I get into the video, I just want to address something. I know I've been going from YouTube for a really long time, like probably like 2 months, but that's because I had started working full-time on my job and I had a lot of stuff to do. I've been real busy lately, so I really had no time to sit down and do a YouTube video, but I got time today. I went out to brunch stuff today, so I was already dressed, looking good and stuff. So all I had to do was set up the camera stuff, and that's also why I'm sitting on the floor in my room. Well, y'all probably didn't know, but I'm on the floor in my room because this video was so last minute. I did not plan to record today, but I'm dressed and I'm ready to tell a story, so let's tell the fucking story. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before I get deep into the story, I just want to give y'all a little bit of background on like the friend and the boy that I was dating. So the boy that I'm going to be referring to in this story time, we just going to call him Jake, because I don't know, I just came up with Jake. We're going to call him Jake. Me and Jake, we dated our freshman year of high school. That was in 2016. Yeah, we dated our freshman year of high school, and we dated for probably like a few months or whatever. It wasn't that long, but we still dated. That was still my ex. Like, I was going with him, probably kissed him a few times. Like, we didn't do it. Like I said, I was a freshman, but we was going together. And the friend that I'm going to be referring to in this video, let's get her a name. What I'm going to call her? Apple, for Applehead. Anyways, so disclosure, this video is not to bash anyone. This video is not to make anyone feel bad. This is me just telling my story, and everything I'm finna say is facts. Okay, nobody say I'm, you know what I'm saying, trying to comfort that character, because all of this stuff is true, very true. So this story takes place right after I graduated high school. So that was summertime of 2020, because I graduated class of 2020. So me and this girl, we had just got cool like towards the end of our senior year. If you know, 2020, class of 2020, our senior year got cut short. So we got cool probably like around like February, and this happened during the summertime. So we hadn't been friends for that long, but you know, like we knew each other. And we had another friend, do she need a name? We're just gonna call the other friend Deodorant, because she was kind of part of the story too. Actually, yeah, she's a major part of the story, so we're gonna call her Deodorant. So me and these girls, we were really close. We were close as ever. Like, every time we went out, it was us. They came to my prom, send off all type of stuff. So mind you, the friend that, what did I call her? I call her Applehead. Applehead knew me and this boy talked, because I remember when we was in school, she had came up to us one day and she was basically just like, yeah, Jake was trying to flirt with me, woo this, woo that. And I was just like, oh yeah, girl, he be flirting with everybody, and me too, because you know that's my ex. She was like, oh, y'all used to date? I'm like, yeah, but it was like freshman year type stuff. It's old, like I'm over him type, like that kind of thing. Like, just letting her know, like, yeah, that's still my ex, although I don't mess with him anymore and I don't like him anymore. That's still my ex. Girl code. Anyways, so I told her that in school. So she already like kind of knew. Well, not kind of knew. She knew for sure that was my ex. She knew this for sure. So fast forward to the summertime. We all cool or whatever. And during this time, we always like, we had no choice but to like FaceTime each other, call all the time. So we was always on group FaceTime. Me, Apple, and Deodorant. So we always on 3-way FaceTime or whatever. So out of nowhere, Apple called a group chat with me and Deodorant, and she's on the phone. She was like, man, I gotta tell y'all something. So we like, ooh, what? Like, what's up? What you gotta tell us? Like, now we geek. What you gotta tell us? So she like, yeah, Jake ate my ass. What? Immediately, I swear to God or somebody had to been had to been listening when she said that shit, because when I tell you, as soon as she said that shit, the connection failed. Like, literally, you know how when you on FaceTime and the connection is bad, then it started doing a little circle thing until it finally just hang up? Yes, it started doing that. So, right, she said, yeah, Jake ate my ass. And I was like, the phone immediately hung up. So, after it hung up, I'm just sitting there confused as hell, in shock. I don't know what the fuck to... I don't know, I'm just sitting there like... Well, that's weird. But like I said, this is my ex from freshman year, so I wasn't really tripping that bad. It was just still the simple fact that, like, girl, come on now, you know this is my ex. And girl code will tell you, you don't mess with your friend's exes. I don't care how long ago the ex was. I don't care what the circumstances is, what happened. No, that's like off limits. Like, of course you can do what you want, but when you choose to do what you want and it's to still mess with your friend's ex-boyfriend, you're weird. Anyways, moving on with the story. So, like, a day or two go by and Deodorant, the other friend, Deodorant had called me. She had called me. We just on the phone chopping it up, whatever, kicking it. And she was basically just like, oh yeah, did you hear? Oh, I said the girl name. I said that girl name. She was like, yeah, did you hear what Apple said on the phone? So I'm like, yeah, I heard that. That was weird. And she was like, that was weird. Like, and she knows that that's your ex. I was like, yeah. So Deodorant proceeds to tell me that after that FaceTime call failed, they had got back on the phone. Just them two, though. Just them two. And Apple proceeded to tell Deodorant that he didn't just, you know, munch the butt. They also did to do like bam 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 ski 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 bam 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 ski ski ski. Yes, they did the whole nine. Like, they really got down with the get down. So I'm like, yeah, she said that. She was like, yes, she said that. So Deodorant said, she asked her like, so you know that's Pinky X, right? And the girl was like, and Apple was like, yeah. And Deodorant was like, so are you gonna tell her that you freaked her ex-boyfriend? And she was like, I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? What kind of response is that? That's how you know you're wrong. You freaked my ex-boyfriend and then you say you don't know if you're gonna tell me. That's lying. That's lying. If you're not telling me something like that, you're telling my other friend, because you know she's not going to say anything about it because that's not her ex. Like, she could really care less, but it's still like, she still asked her, like, are you going to tell her? Are you talking about something you don't know? If you felt like you wasn't wrong, or you felt like there was no issue with anything you did, you would just be like, yeah, I'm going to tell her. Like, what am I hiding it for? Or you would have just told me off bat. Or you would have called me and told me. Just same way you called Deodorant and told her. You would have told me. But instead she said she don't know. Do that sound like somebody that feel like they did the right thing, or that they not wrong? Yeah, anyway, so let's move on. So that phone conversation happened. When Deodorant was telling me how this phone conversation went, I'm just like, wow. Like, I didn't even know what to think. Like, yeah, that's what she's doing now. That's how she feel. That so I kept that in mind. After all this, well, after my friend told me what she said, the group chat went dead. Like, we barely was texting, barely was talking in there, barely conversating. Of course, I'm talking to Deodorant still because she didn't do anything wrong. Even though me and her not friends right now, but at this time period, like, she didn't do nothing wrong. Actually, me and her was the closest friends ever. Like, me and her was like this, like, you see her, you see me type stuff. So I had no reason to stop talking to her. It was the other girl. And it's not like I just randomly stopped talking to Apple knew that she was wrong. So what she basically did was, like, slowly stop talking to me. Well, both of us, but really me, because she knew she was wrong. When somebody know they're wrong and they don't want to own up to what they did, or they don't want to apologize, they're going to distance themselves. And that's what she did. She distanced herself. So fast forward to probably like a week later after this whole situation happened, we had to go to an event. I'm not gonna say which event it was because that'll just give away exactly who I'm talking about, and well, I don't really care. Do I care? Nah. So we had to go to a funeral for my friend. Rest in peace her soul, I really miss her, but we had to go to her funeral or whatever, and you know, we all went, we all, you know, showed up. And while we're there, after a while, imagine this funeral was during COVID, so they was talking about some, oh, if you already seen her, talking about my friend that passed away, if you already seen her, then you have to get out, or you have to move around so everybody else see her. So we like, what the fuck, like, okay, whatever, we'll just walk out, we'll leave and then wait for everybody else to come out. So we all outside kicking it or whatever, and she just talking all up in my space, kicking it and shit, like everything all cool. And mind you, this is a funeral. This is not the time and the place to be like messy or to be addressing no shit like that, or you know, I just don't want to bring that type of energy to my friend's funeral. The funeral was our whatever. Anyways, the funeral, it was not the time and the place to be doing all of that. So I'm playing it cool, and she steady like talking to us, steady trying to converse and be cool and stuff like that. And every time she said something to us, me and Deodorant, because like I told y'all, we was close, every time she said something to us, we'll respond to whatever, or when she get to doing too much, trying to kick it a little bit too much, we'll just be like at each other and then just look away. Because like, we all three of us know what you did, but you sitting here trying to act like you didn't do what you did. That's why me and Deodorant were just looking at each other like, come on now, you know you're wrong, and then you sitting here trying to act like nothing did happen. You need to address what happened. So she steady trying to kick it or whatever, and I'm just basically ignoring her. I don't have nothing to talk about. Long story short, I feel like she knew the vibes after that day. Like, it wasn't obvious that I knew, but I'm pretty sure she knows I know, because like I said, me and Deodorant was really close. So there's no way that she told Deodorant what happened. She didn't think that Deodorant was gonna tell me. Of course she's gonna tell me. This is my girl. Like, she was damn near my bestie. Of course she's gonna tell me what you did that you were refusing to tell me, that you're withholding from me. So after that day, when I tell you there was no more communication from this girl, not a text, not a call, not a reply to any of my comments. Not that I was talking to her on social media or anything, but like, she didn't interact with none of my posts or anything like that. Still to this day. What is today? Today is July 9th, I think. I don't know what day it is. Today is July 9th or something like that. 2022. Still to this day, she have not come to me and said to my face, oh yeah, I had sex with your ex-boyfriend. Or just address the situation or say anything of that nature. Because she knows she's wrong. And so fast forward some time, like I said, we had stopped talking. She had stopped communicating with me or whatever. And after that situation, Deodorant, she had came to me and she was like, yeah, girl, so Apple still be trying to talk to me or woo this. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all still be talking. She was like, no, F her. I don't want to be her friend no more. She did my friend like that. I don't want to be cool with her. She'll do the same thing to me. Woo this, woo that. You know, this my friend. So I'm like, period. Like, right behind me, I know that's right. So she was telling me that, and I was just like, okay, I respect you for that. So fast forward to last year. Was that last year? Yeah, fast forward like a year. I threw a candlelight for my friend that passed away. I threw it. I feel like, okay, I keep pausing because I don't know what details I want to leave in this story, because this shit not recent. Like, it happened a while ago, but it wasn't long enough to where people won't know what I'm talking about. But I guess, fuck it, we ball, right? So anyways, yes, I threw a candlelight for my friend that passed away, and I had it behind our high school that we went to or whatever. We went to Simeon. So I had it behind Simeon or whatever. And everybody come. Man, you, by this time, me and Deodorant fell right off. I don't know what the fuck happened. We just not friends anymore. So she invited herself, Deodorant. By this time, me and Deodorant, we fell completely off. We are not friends anymore. We barely been talking. The friendship is dead. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she was mad about something, or I don't know. that's none of my business. She can deal with that. That's none of my, well, it's kind of my business, but it's just like, I don't know the reason for it, and I'm not gonna press the issue, so whatever. So I threw it, and she came up, whatever. But when deodorant came, like, she was talking to me, kicking it or whatever, and we waited for everybody to pull up so we could finally, like, actually release the balloons and stuff. Like, we was waiting for everybody to come so we could all do it at the same time or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I see everybody here. Who's waiting for it? Is y'all ready to go release the balloons? So she come over, she showed me her phone, and it's Apple. Mind you, we haven't been talking to Apple. Apple has been cut off. We don't talk to Apple anymore. She showed me the phone. It's Apple on her phone talking about, I'm on my way. She on her way. What? So in my head, I'm thinking, she on her way. Who the fuck invited her? And who the fuck told her I was having this? Like, mind you, this is my event. This is something that I wanted to do. I planned this, okay? So when deodorant showed me the phone, it was Apple on there. I was just like, I shook my head and turned around. But really, I wanted to say, you weird. You said, oh, fuck her. You said, fuck her. You want her friend no more. She did your friend like that. You're not gonna mess with her. Woo this, woo that. But I guess now they cool. So Apple pull up. Why Apple and deodorant is like, buddy, she pull up. Deodorant run to her car like, Cuddy! Kicking it, hugging. And mind you, Apple brought somebody with her, so she hugging her too. So I'm like, oh, you been hanging out with this girl. Like, y'all was really friends. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And low-key, it was like a damn moment. Like, I was not expecting that. And I'm like, low-key, in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, because before this, I was really trying to figure out like why me and deodorant was not friends anymore. But when I saw that, it was kind of like a confirmation to me. She probably felt like fucking light bulb kind of went off. Oh, me and deodorant haven't been talking like that because she decided she still wants to be friends with Apple, but she don't want to tell me that. So I'm like, oh, it make perfect sense. Now, I don't know for sure if that's the reason, but I have a very strong inkling in my mind that that's what is. This story is not about deodorant, but that's just something I noticed. She invited Apple to my balloon release, and it was so weird because when Apple pulled up, she didn't say not a word to me. When I say not a word, and this is my event, although I wasn't expecting her to speak to me, I wasn't expecting for her to say anything to me, but it's just like, you're weird. You're here for what? You didn't pull up with no balloons. You didn't pull up and speak to nobody. You just pulled up, got out the car, kicking it with deodorant and whoever the fuck else. And I'm just like, you weird, and deodorant is weird for inviting you, because why would she invite you here? And she knows the history we have and that you did some real trifling stuff to me. And she's going to sit here and invite you to my balloon release for my friend that passed away. Are you serious? Both of y'all, weird, very weird. So anyways, the balloon release go by. I really wish I didn't have that because it was not a good experience for me. It might look like it was, but honestly, no. I was going through a lot at that time, and just seeing all this unfold in front of me, that really, I don't know, it just did something to me. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. That experience, no. So fast forward, that day of the balloon release, I had posted some pictures on my social media, and that same day, well, I don't know if it was the same day or some days after, Apple unfriended me off social media, bro. She unfriended me, and I didn't even notice that she unfriended me because, like I said, I don't be checking for people's page. What would be my purpose of being on her page? The only reason why I knew she unfriended me was because I saw her comment on someone else's post. And you know how, like, on Facebook, when somebody is active, it'll have like a little green circle next to their name. It didn't have that, so I clicked on her page and it said add friend. I was like, girl, first of all, you freaked my boyfriend like a year ago, and you just now unfriended me off social media. You weird, and it's giving jealous, bothered. Because man, I don't speak to this girl. I don't say nothing to this girl. I don't react to none of her stuff. And I'm not the type of person to just be unfriending people, blocking people. I don't feel the need to go on anybody's page, unfriended, blocking any of that. It's never no pressure behind no fucking body. And I don't dislike anyone. The only reason why I would unfriend somebody is if I don't like them. And I don't dislike anyone, so I have no reason to be overly trying to unfriend you, block you. No, I don't do that. If anything, you should be blocking me, because I'm not going to do it. You're just going to watch me looking cute and doing what I want to do. I have no reason to unfriend you. But anyways, she unfriended me. So I was like, oh, that's hilarious. I was cracking up. But then, I want to say like a few months after I realized that she unadded me off Facebook, I go on my Snap one day a few months later, and Apple's name is in the subscribe part. You know, if someone pops up in the subscribe part, that means you follow them, but they don't follow you. This girl added me off Snapchat too. Is you stupid? You just go on social media about social media, slowly unadding me from off stuff. Not that I care. Like I said, we had been stopped being friends, but it's like, girl, you that bothered? This situation happened like a year ago, and you just now unadded me off social media? That doesn't make any sense. You're weird, but okay. I don't care that much. Like, people, I don't know. So yeah, that's all that happened with that situation. Oh! I left out a part. So shortly after I noticed that she had unfriended me on Facebook, why she come slide in my inbox? She slided in my inbox with a video of us from high school. We was like walking through the hallway or something. She sent it to my inbox talking about, look what I found. So I was like, LOL, wow. She was like, missed that school. Bitch, you should be embarrassed. How you gonna unadd me off Facebook and then after you unadd me, come send this stuff to my inbox? A video of us from high school. Girl, first of all, we're not even friends no more. Why are you sending me this? Did I ask you to send me this? No. Why did you feel the need to send me this? Especially after you done unadded me off Facebook. What was your purpose? So that means you searched my name up again to find my page again, to then press send message to send me this fucking video. Like, you weird. Like, I don't understand the purpose, people's purpose behind the certain things that they do. Like, what was the purpose of you sending me this video? What did you expect me to be like, wow, oh my gosh, I remember this video. Like, no, girl, we're not friends anymore. What response were you looking for? Why would you send me this video? That doesn't even make sense. Anyways, yeah, that's basically the end of the story. My friend had relations with my ex-boyfriend, and she still to this day refused to tell me. Obviously, we're not friends anymore. I haven't talked to that girl since the situation happened 2 years ago. I have not spoken one word to this girl. But, well, except for the inboxes, but that's not even speaking to her for real, because like I said, all I said was LOL, wow. She said, and after she said, oh, missed that school, I didn't reply to her, because it's like, girl, we don't have nothing to talk about. I don't even know why you sent me this video. But yeah, that was just a learning experience. I feel like, I don't know, those experiences taught me some things about friendships, how to trust people. It kind of scarred me, low-key, because now I'd be scared to, you know, mingle with new people. But I be trying to break out of that, but we didn't come in to talk about that. I just wanted to share my story with y'all. I just had to get a story time or some out here, because I didn't disappear from Facebook. I didn't disappear from YouTube for months now. It's been like 2 months, so I had to get something out there. So I was like, I'm finally not emotional or, you know, disturbed by the situation anymore. Why not tell it on my YouTube? So yeah, that was just my coming back to YouTube story time. I just wanted to get something out to y'all, because I know I haven't been uploading, and I know y'all probably missed me. Oh yeah, and I took some pictures today. Make sure you go on my Instagram and like my pictures. Yes, I posted some new pictures today, and I know you're gonna like them. I know you're gonna like them, so go on my Instagram at yafavpinky, the same thing as my YouTube name, and like my new pictures, period. And hopefully I can record more soon, because it was already a hassle trying to get this video out. And you know, I'm still working full time, and also I'm finna go back to school next month. So we just gonna see how this whole thing works out. Hopefully it works out for the best, cause I love YouTube. It's just I don't be having time for it. I'm growing up. I got stuff to do. Got a job, school, all type of stuff. So I get videos out when I can. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at yafavpinky. Add me on Snapchat at itsdarealpinky. And yeah, just make sure you keep up with my social medias. And I'll be back very soon. I'm not gonna put a date on it, but I will be back. So bye.